Yo, 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 let's get the business.
Chuckie Jarz. Man, I got mine.
Get yours. Get yours.
Go ahead and get your Chuckie. Y'all late on this.
Yeah. So what's up, y'all?
But yo, let's get the business.
Hey.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's feeling brilliant. How's everybody doing? How you doing, Chuck?
I'm good.
What's going on with you? Man, I'm so excited to have her on here. This is the Let's Get the Business podcast. I appreciate everybody subscribing. Go ahead and subscribe when you come in the building. Just click the button, then click the like button. If you know, let's get the business with this. So, who I have here today is a very special individual. Some of y'all know her. For those of you who don't, you're gonna get accustomed very quickly. She's a high value, very well spoken, a relentless entrepreneur, a business owner, significantly very embraced and got the stamp of approval from everybody in the community around here. She's the people's choice, got that incredible work ethic. She juggles from this grind to this grind. You know what I mean? While you sleeping, she's grinding. Very independent, extremely creative, a consistent sugar trapper. So come get caught in the sugar trap one time. We in the sugar trap.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yo, let's get the business.
Thank you. That was a lovely introduction.
I'm not done though. Impeccable work ethic, like I said, taking the initiative, investing in herself, highly admired, brilliant personality. She got that energy. She never wavered from that great character of hers. Positive vibes is always with her. She's very cohesive, born with that hustler spirit. She's educated. Very inspirational towards others, self-sufficient and treating others with consideration, kindness, and respect. And she got that longevity with her brand. And that's the reason. That's one of the reasons why she's got this longevity, because she treats people so well. And the maximum level of authenticity. She has a very fun vibe. She be cutting up and she gets the business with it. So
ladies and gentlemen,
Chuckie Jarz.
Big Sugar.
Big Sugar Trap is in the building today.
Yeah.
And she came to kick it with us.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get right into it with these, cause look, I got mine. I bought so many of them today. I went ballistic with them. I couldn't wait to cop mine. I said, bring these over, bring this and that and this.
I already had them on deck.
Yeah.
I already had them on deck.
Got it for the whole family.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Big support.
Much.
Oh, you know that. I had to hawk her down. I've been trying to hawk her down all the time for years. I'll be like, let me get that strawberry. Where you at?
That's it. Where you at? Let me get that strawberry. Where you at? Let me get that.
Yep.
I appreciate that. Let me know what you want, because I'll definitely pull up and bring it to you.
Yes, she will. Very reliable and very dependable when it comes to this sugar trap. So for everybody and the people in the back, early with them. So your come up story. Of course, everybody knows you as Chuck or your original name. You know what I mean? But could you elaborate on how you came up a little bit? Maybe a little bit geographically, but on the other side of it, creatively?
So what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Big Sugar, the artist formerly known as Chuck T.
Yeah.
I was born in Wisconsin, Kenosha, Wisconsin, 262, and we moved to Radcliffe when I was like 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been here for a little minute. I moved away for a little bit to like college, Louisville, but came right back home, 270. You already know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Word. So Chuckie T in the building, and she's just a jack of all trades for starters. You know what I mean? Because you do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean? She got the bars for it. Some people know it for the bars, the sugar trap, or just being an incredible human being. You know what I mean? So when did you first start this immaculate service of yours, as far as the brand Sugar Trap? Because you're doing your thing out here. I love these Chuckie Jarz, but that's not all you have on the menu for these people. Yeah. That's just what I like. Yes, when did you first start this service of yours?
I started doing the jars 2015, at the end of 2015, just something I seen on Pinterest. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But I kind of sat on that for a little bit. Like, it had been years. And I just randomly ran into some jars one day. I'm like, you know what? I need to do that because I need some money. Like,
Word.
bills is coming, and the bills is coming. I didn't want to ask nobody for nothing, so I just took like my last $25, bought some jars and some cake mix, and just put it out there. And people were like, they went crazy for it. Like I sold out my first day, and I think that's something that just kept happening. Like I could never have enough, but it was just like a random idea. I just wanted some money, but I didn't know what I was going to call it, what it was. Like I didn't have no business plan. It was just like that one random idea that I just came across, and I'm like, let me try this, see if it'll work. And it worked.
And now it's going global, it's going ballistic. And so you didn't even visualize that, but what you did do is you believed in yourself, you took the risk, and you put your own vibe, your own creativity behind it. And I'm addicted to that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like taking a risk on your own idea and your own creativity. You're a big idealist.
Yeah, I have a lot of ideas just running through my head. Like, but it was always like, I'm going to create something, but how can I make money for doing it? Like, it might be just me coloring something or drawing a picture, and somebody like, oh, let me buy that. Even like in high school, once I figured out how to do them codes for MySpace, I'll do your page for $10.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I just creatively, I wanted to use my like these gifts and stuff to just make money, and like I just really couldn't figure out like that thing that was going to get me paid the way I wanted to get paid. And when I started doing that, that's when like
popped off. You absolutely gifted and talented.
Thank you.
Just like your whole family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your brothers, from everybody down. You know what I mean? Y'all just a beautiful family, beautiful people. Always just fun to be around. You know what I mean? And
like, shout out to Quentin Hale, Cameron Hale.
Shout out to Cam. You already know what it is. Know the business.
Our brothers, them my dogs. We really grew up close.
Yeah, that's the dog, man. So the beginning stages, what was the vision behind the mastermind of the invention, or did you mainly just go with the flow?
I went with the flow. Like I didn't know what I was doing. Like I had no clue. Like I just knew that I was gonna put cake in a jar and it was gonna get me paid, because like when I first posted it on Facebook, everybody I made it seem like, oh man, y'all, these my last 4. Y'all got to get these. Everybody buying them up, but nobody had bought any yet. Like I just said that, and then of course the first person come up there, let me get them 4 jars. You still got the 4 jars?
That's hard though.
Like it was like you got to create a demand.
Yeah,
people gonna want it.
You put a beautiful sales pitch on it.
Yeah,
and it took off from there.
And then this next person come and it was like, okay, well I need to hurry up, go back in the kitchen, make some more, because obviously that worked, and people just really latched onto it. It was crazy.
Yeah, I also feel like, and also, man, your natural aura about the type of person you are, I feel like that helps out always when it comes to people making decisions. Like, would I buy this from this person, or would I support this? Sometimes your personality helps, your character helps. You know what I mean? I think all that is going for you too as well.
Yeah. I'm just a goofy person for real. Like I'm cool.
You cool, but
kinda, like in the beginning I'm kind of shy, but once like I really get comfortable and I get to know you, then I just let my little silly side come out. But I'm just cool. I just be chilling for real. Like I like stuff. I like colors. I love art. I love creating. I love music. I love being in my own little world. And just like drawing pictures and stuff. Like when I was little, I would get in trouble. My mom would go to the store and get me like a Lisa Frank coloring book, and I would I would just color it. But
I can relate to that.
If you think about it, like my mom put me in my room and making me sit there, take away my TV and everything. She gave me a coloring book. I'm creating.
Absolutely.
And like now, just not with the jars, like, I do chocolate covered strawberries as well. Once I figured out how to do that, that's when it really took off, because now I'm dipping strawberries. But
BUNKIN now.
It's art, what I mean?
Yes,
like,
it's an artistic expression. Yeah, it's like, man, I could relate in so many different ways what you were saying when you was talking about being in your room and just being in that creative world as a kid. I was that kid.
I'm a Disney Channel kid.
I'm
a Disney Channel kid, so I wanted to be a star. Like I was real adamant about being a star, but I would never come out of my room, I didn't really play with a lot of kids. I always kind of stuck to myself or been under my brothers. You know what I mean? So like once I really came out of my shell and I started discovering, I like fashion, I like clothes, I like art. How can I make that into who I am? So
absolutely.
Yes.
And it just all just exploded.
Everything just exploded because I always was real adamant about being who I was.
Yeah.
Like, I want to wear what I want to wear. I want to dress how I want to dress. I want to present myself in a cool, fashionable way where somebody be like, dang, she's fly.
That's super hard.
I like being fly. That's just, I've always been like, I've always been like that. I've always had a thing with clothes and stuff. So it's like the sugar trapper aesthetic, like Sugar Trapper, Big Sugar. That's a character that's somebody that I made up. So when I'm out and about, when I'm dressed in bright colors and stuff, like, oh, that's the girl that makes streets.
It's like the primetime effect.
And that's why I Chuckie, who is known for wearing Chucks, that's where it started. Okay, now, I'm getting older. I don't want to be Sugar. Like, I don't want to be Chuckie anymore. I want to be like this different person. And then I'm like, Sugar, you could just be Sugar. You know what I mean?
The Sugar Trapper.
The Sugar Trapper. And like, I really turned that into a character that
I love that.
Worked for me.
Yes. The marketability behind it, the idealism behind it. I love every bit of it. And I can just relate so much to it. We can go on and on about this. So it's a household name now, to my understanding. You know what I mean? Everybody knows you as the Sugar Trapper. You know what I mean?
Motion.
I love that. And the website that's up now, right? It's okay to pronounce. MyCustomBakes.com.
Yep.
Chuckie Jarz and Treats. Man, hey, variety on there. I love the strawberry. Personally, I love the Chuckie Jarz, but that's all available. She has the trap salad.
The trap salad.
So talk heavy with that. What is the trap salad?
The trap salad is a cheesecake salad. It comes with strawberries, grapes, strawberry shortcake crumble, white chocolate, and cheesecake. A bunch of items that you wouldn't think somebody would put together.
Them crumbles with the cheesecake do it for me. Everything does it. The mixture.
Those go triple platinum. Like, it don't matter. I can make 40.
Those
they're gone. They're tasty. Always gone. And they're like, it's kind of healthy too. Low key. You got grapes, fresh strawberries. You know what I mean?
Your fruits in there.
But you just add a little cheesecake, a little chocolate, boom, and like.
We was both versatile. Look, I don't have a gallbladder, so those fruits is flowing through there.
Yeah, that's funny.
You know what I mean?
You cracked me up when you said that earlier.
But the way you distribute these, man, is just as beautiful, as lovely. You know what I mean? And it deserves the recognition even more so what it's getting. So I'm here to just brag about on it like 24/7. Like, yo, Chuckie Jarz, give me them. Yeah, give me those. Just the Oreo. Whew.
That's Oreo Deluxe.
Get you one.
I added a little chocolate to it. The chocolate syrup.
Look at all those layers and the flavors.
Layers, they're not perfect, but it's in there. You know what I mean? We got
delightful.
The Oreo crumble. We got the cheesecake, which is homemade, by the way. And we got the chocolate drizzle.
And even the legendary logo on the top is what I admire about that as well.
Thank you. Shout out to my graphic designer, Kim.
Shout out to her.
I sent her, she's local too. I sent her just my idea and like she knows who I am. So I was like, I just wanted to look like the Chuck Taylor symbol, but like just add a jar in the middle, and she really took that, all the colors.
It's hard.
She made it work. I love it.
And it's colorful.
Colorful, just like me.
Catchy. Yes. Just like your personality. Me. So, do you feel like you have a top seller or a customer favorite as of this recent?
The trap salad.
The salad's popping?
Yes, it doesn't. Sometimes I'll be like, dang, I need to make some jars. I haven't made any in a while because that's all people want. It's like, hey, you got trap salad, you got trap. It's probably 10 people in my inbox right now.
Man, those jars are whoo. But yeah, I need to try that salad though because I like the grapes. I like these ideas that you put together.
Yeah. My cousin in Wisconsin, she actually took after me and she started doing. She asked me for my cheesecake recipe.
Big shout out to cousin in Wisconsin.
Shout out to my cousin, Honey Pot, Nina, Honey. Her thing's called Honey Pot. And I think that's so cool because I do jars, but she does cakes. Like she hates making jars.
That's what she specializes in?
Yeah, she's nice with the cakes. I feel like we would really take over.
So y'all can always collaborate. Yeah.
She's really good at what she does, but
oh my heavens, Lord.
Yes.
I melt every time I take a bite of this thing. Woo.
Flavors. I kind of want one.
This is phenomenal.
I love.
I bought them all. She came. I caught them all.
Those are my number two. Like I will always have a strawberry shortcake, or
get you one.
That you got the OG strawberry,
the OG joint,
original graham. Because that's how it started with just graham cracker, and then once I figured out how to make the strawberry shortcake crumble, it kind of took over.
Smack him.
The shortcake crumble is kind of like that ice cream you would get off the truck. You know, the ice cream man come down like, let me get that strawberry shortcake. Same with the Oreo.
Man, I need that. I'll run it down for one. That's where I'm at with it.
Fire. And also, like, those stickers are highly invested in. Okay, they're waterproof.
Okay,
like,
talk heavy on those.
Like to recycle.
Yes,
you can bring your jar back and you can get money off your next one. Like,
yes, I love even that idea. Recyclable with the jars to keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh. Yes, you can freeze them. You put them in the freezer for like 6 months.
I love when they get cold. You pull them back out.
I just pulled those out the freezer.
So let me ask you this. What's the first recipe that you begin with? Which was the very first mixture that you whipped up for the sugar trap?
It was strawberry cake, actually. It was just box cake mix that I got from the store and icing in a can, and I just put it in there, sold them for $5, added a little sprinkle. added a little sprinkle to it.
Here they come.
Boom. Yeah. I was trapping out.
They coming.
It's still like because 2015, that was a minute ago. It's 2025.
Yo, you need some merch for and you need a nickname for the how who they call it? Certain artists got a nickname for
like
their fan base.
And Beehive.
Like the Beehive. Yeah, you feel me though? You need a joint for yours. You know what I mean? Because
my sugar,
the trapaholics, the sugar trapomaniacs.
Trapaholics is hard.
The trapper somethings,
trapaholics,
because they coming, right?
They do be coming. Like, I have some real deal. Like, I have a cousin. Like, anytime I make a trap salad, I could text her and be like, "Yo, I got trap salad. Boom, where you at? Where you at?" Just like
absolutely.
I made a post on Facebook talking about, like, if you've never had a trap salad respond, it was like 300 people on there. And I'm literally going to go down that list.
And just the way you present it too, like the flavors and the way you dress it up and make it so accessible and professional, the way you present it.
Presentation is everything. Like, if you make something look good, cool. But if you make it look good and it tastes good too,
yes,
you got them. Yes. You know what I mean? They're gonna come back every time. Like, yes, it looks good and it's also fire.
That's one thing I admired about your brother always too, is that he has that marketability. Both of y'all have that. You know what I mean?
We were like, I don't know. We used to just be in our own little world in our rooms, like wilding, like rapping, just having fun, dancing. We didn't have cable, in the words of Boosie.
And you said it though, fun. Right,
we had fun. We had a good time.
You said the words of Boosie. Yeah, I feel that. I feel no cable joints.
Cable. Like, we're out. Back when kids was actually outside, there was no internet. There was
we was out there.
You had to entertain yourself. We would watch the same like MTV Rap Jams video that we got. I think my dad had recorded all these videos. We would just sit and watch, Kid and Play and Friday.
Absolutely.
And Butthead. Just really like to entertain ourselves for real, but. We used to like play PlayStation, not PlayStation, but Nintendo 64. And it came with like instrumentals on this game. And me and Kevin made like a whole mixtape.
Going crazy.
like literal mixtape. We had to put two radio. Like, I got my radio. He had his radio. We put them together next to the TV so you could hear it. And we just made this whole like, just all these songs. And
I could only imagine.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I know y'all went ballistic on them things. Having fun though.
We was having fun. I wish I still had them. Because that was funny.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Cam, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Cam.
So do you have any favorite baking tools?
My XOXO cups. Like these silicone cups I use to melt my chocolate. They just
come in handy.
They come in handy. That's the first thing I could think of, because that's the first thing I reach for whenever I'm about to get in the kitchen and mix my chocolates and use the color theory.
Yes.
I mix all my own colors and stuff too.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I was cold in art class. Like, I cannot count. I was one of them kids that was like low key in the class with like 6 kids, because math just never did it to me. But if you ask me what 2 colors make maroon, plum, lavender, teal, like really hit the colors that these people's asking for. Color theory. I was nice with that. Just not math. You could ask me like a math multiplication problem. I'm like, I don't know. Calculator, where my calculator at? But art, just, I don't know.
And that's what we do. We create these worlds for ourselves, right?
Yep.
So you was always just blending get what you get out of it. Because everybody says out of the educational world, you're not going to use everything that we sitting there. They forcing us to learn anyway.
Yeah, like when's the last time you used a quadratic equation?
Absolutely. Like
calculus. You know, like, why do we need this? You know what I mean? Some people grow up to be engineers. Some people grow up to be Picasso.
Absolutely.
Or they grow up to be Beyonce. You just got to kind of find what you're good at and like put them 10,000 hours in. And
you're a great example of that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Do you have a specific item which holds a sentimental or special value to you personally? Maybe a first jar, or a first salad, or just a first recipe or mix up that you like. Yeah, my mama loved this one.
Oh yeah, my daddy shortcake.
Is that your mom's favorite?
Yeah, that's my mom's favorite.
Shout out to my Dukes.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. That was my mom's favorite. She loves the trap salad. She really loves anything. Oh my gosh,
she's going nuts about what you're doing.
We just had like a birthday dinner for myself and my mom's, and I made this big old pan of trap salad in like 5 minutes. Cleared.
Gone.
Cleared. They cleared.
Erased.
They cleared it, and like.
I had to slow down on that. I was getting ready to get super busy. The
best part about it is like if you don't finish it, you could just put it back in the refrigerator.
Yes, it's very storable and savable. It's just brilliant. Everything about it. Everything about it.
I love it. I love what I do. I love the support that I get from everybody. Like it just means a lot because I'm just literally a kid from Radcliffe. That was
so is there anything you can't do?
Hate.
She got bars. She got the sugar trap.
I don't know how to hate on people.
That's one thing you never done.
I don't know how to do that because I'm a very supportive person.
Absolutely.
Especially for like, growing up around here in Hardin County, like the thing was for kids to, when you graduate, move. And I wasn't one of those kids that had the opportunity to just graduate and move. Like I kind of had to sit back because, financially my family didn't have it for us to go to college. I tried, but
I feel that
just wasn't my thing. So I'm like, if I'm going to be here, if I'm going to be here, I'm going to have to do something good other than, just hanging around getting stuck and
stagnant,
being in trouble. Cause I used to get in a lot of trouble. Like this was something,
growing pains.
Yeah, this was something that literally saved me because I didn't know what I was doing in this world. I was just really trying to figure it out. But I feel like when I figured this out, along the lines, I learned my purpose.
Yes. And plus you've always just kept going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You never stopped full throttle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I can relate so much to what you were saying. 4 sisters, 2 brothers, government housing.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Like we didn't, you know what I mean? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do that's gonna let you be known for something great?
Absolutely.
I wanted to be known for doing something good. Like, despite all the trouble and all the stuff that I used to, like the person I used to be, like, as a grown woman, this is my legacy. This is what I want to leave behind, is the idea that I just took an idea and I kept running with it and I never stopped. And it works for me because there's nobody else that has the type of I'm saying this humbly
and
respectfully, there's nobody that has the type of emotion that I have that come from this place. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people always talk about support as far as people, in their area, wherever, you're from. Like, oh, I don't get the support. Like, I can't say that for myself because I could walk down the street and somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, you got a jar?"
Yeah, speak for yourself.
You know what I mean? Like
that's what I love about you. You don't get insecure. You don't get into that weird stuff. Yeah. You always be confident. You push yourself and you uplift others as you're pushing yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm in deep admiration of that.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I love that. We don't have time for the weird.
Ain't nobody support me.
No. We ain't got time. We don't have time for that talk.
I never really understood that. Like, because when people support me so much that it would be pointless for me to be like, oh, people don't support me. You're not putting on for the people that do care, the people that do buy the jars.
Focus on those.
Focus on the people that focus on you. And if you focus on that and your target audience, whoever that may be.
Yes.
Because it's people, on my page or people that buy from me. I'll be like, so how did you find out about me? Like, oh, I had a coworker, blah, blah, blah.
Absolutely.
Like, and it just keeps moving. Like, I'm worried about the people that want this, not the people that ain't trying to buy.
Right. Plus the people that, they got time to do that. They usually don't have no motion going.
Yeah.
Or they're not willing to put in the work.
I put in a lot of
They're
work.
not willing to do it, what we do. They're not willing to do what you do behind this.
We're going
the investments, the everything behind it, and just you're superbly talented, you're versatile, you're likable, you got a natural charisma that's not even teachable. So to catch up with you is just it's an unrealistic vision.
I'm 36. I put in a lot of time.
It's God did.
It's God, exactly. I say this because Valentine's Day just passed. Everybody be on my head on Valentine's Day. We did a pop-up shop.
Oh yeah, you get busy on that day.
Shout out to Harlow Juice Bar. She let me host a pop-up shop, and it was crazy to me that there were people parked outside of her establishment as I'm pulling up to set up.
Wait,
doors open at 9. People were out there at 8:20. People was like, I'm gonna be there at 9. I set my alarm. I'm coming. Because it was 30 people out the door. You're gonna need
18-wheelers soon.
Yeah.
Big trucks. The trucks now have to get bigger.
I like the chase.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to always be available because I do have a life, y'all.
Absolutely.
I work a real job. So.
Yeah.
I work a real job, and I work a lot of hours, and I can't. It takes money to make money.
But yeah, your energy is reciprocated though. Like you got, for one, spectacular quality.
Thank you.
Quality of a service.
Homemade, Philadelphia. Shout out to Philadelphia.
You have to have that part of it.
Yes.
You got to keep them coming back with that good service. But you got to have a nice product, which this is incredible.
Thank you. I see you keep edging back to eat. Just another one.
Yeah. Yes. I can't help it. You know what I mean? And you're a people's person. So you have people skills, you got communication skills, you got a tremendous level of originality. So I want to big up all of that.
Thank you.
I got to get all that out of the way. I got to get all that wordplay out of the way because it's a must. I got to make it clear for people. So
I really get shy sometimes when people brag on me. Like, I know who I am, but like to actually receive it, it's just like, I didn't know people actually really pay that much.
So yo, let's get the business. I'm paying attention.
Thank you.
I almost yelled out like, whoop, there it is after I took a bite. So like,
I love people's reactions.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. What is the most wildest, craziest reaction you've ever heard from an individual tasting a treat of yours?
That's crazy because I've seen so many. I think it's like people send me videos of their babies when they first but you got to think, by the way, I love pregnant women. Like, I love pregnant women. Thank y'all for y'all baby showers, weddings, but pregnant women, they're literally calling me in the middle of the night like, oh my God, do you have any jars? I'm about to go into labor, and that's the one thing I want after I have, wow.
The pregnant food.
You know what I mean?
Food.
So when the baby actually grows up, that somebody that's, had these jars for 9 months feeding their kid, when the baby finally gets old enough to eat the jar, their eyes always like.
That's going to be our first word. Chuckie Jarz.
And then I love the kids. I love the kids' reactions. Because, I've seen kids throw fits. I had to take the jar from them. I
can only imagine.
Yeah, I've had it. I don't know. It's cool. I just really, I love the kids. I love how the kids act when they get them. I love people that, those people that kind of want to give you a hard time just because everybody says it's good. But then they eat it and they just can't deny. Yeah, it's all right. It's fire. It's
undeniable, yeah.
Yeah, it's fire. Don't be
people come around, hey, I see your little podcast. Why you got to add the little to it? The little. You know what I mean?
That makes.
When they add that little or that small to it.
When y'all talk to people and y'all congratulate them for something, please take that out. Take it out. It's rude. It's really rude. That's why big sugar. Big.
Oh my man, talk heavy to him.
Big sugar. No, when I was growing up, y'all was calling me big because I was the big girl. Let's keep it going. Big sugar. Put some respect on my name for sure. Because nobody's doing what I'm doing. Nobody's doing what I'm doing, and I think other people can do that, and that's why I like to be an example of. It's really easy to just put yourself out there.
Yes,
you know what I mean. People are like, I want to start my business. I just don't dwell on it. Just do something.
People do often come to me like that, and you just have to get started. Just get going.
Just get you won't know unless you start. I don't know where I'd be if I wasn't at Dollar General looking for cleaning supplies when I ran into them jars.
Man, you got a nice one. These jars, it's brighten up a gloomy day right here. Tasty treats. Meet us at the Sugar Trap.
Period.
No doubt about it. So, okay, I got some him or her, this or that for you. So we're going to get into this. iPhone or Android?
iPhone, for sure. But I'm not one of them iPhone people. I'm an iPad person. When I'm at home, like I'm always forever on my iPad. Like I love my iPad. Plus I play The Sims. So
man, aren't they just used? Man,
I love the
useful.
iPad. Yeah, but I'm not one of the people like, oh, I gotta have the new iPhone coming out. Like I had an 11 when the 14 came out.
I feel it.
You know what I mean?
I still got a 14.
I probably won't get a new phone until they come out with the iPhone 20.
Okay, but it's Team iPhone though.
Yeah, Team iPhone.
Yeah, I'm loving that. Let's get the business.
But the Plus, though, gotta have the Plus because I like the big Plus, the big phones. Yeah.
Word. Yeah. Sizable, just big things.
Yeah.
So I feel like I know this answer. Maybe not. Chucks or Tim's?
Dang. Tim been coming out with some heat lately, so I'm gonna have to say Timberlands because I have the Converse symbol tattooed on me. So even if I don't, it's behind my ear.
I'm rocking with the Timbs. I'm not gonna hold you.
You know that one brand that made them really big red boots?
Mm-hmm.
They came out like they collabed.
Like the Kanye boots, Kanye when they was wearing them.
They collabed with Timberland and they made like the Timbs that look like Timbs, like the whole shoe looks like the bottom of the Timbs. It's so hard to me. I love fashion. So I love Timbs.
Yeah, Timbs be hard. They be so
Timbs
fresh
so
out
hard.
the box.
And like I just seen Raising Kanan. We was watching it and Uncle Lou, he had on some black Timbs. I'm like, dang, I need a pair.
I just seen the promotion for Raising Kanan.
Yeah, fire.
I just seen that.
Fire. I'm glad it's back. Give me something to do. Yeah.
I'll tap in with that. So Air Forces or Air Maxes?
Forces, G Nikes, G Fazos, like Uptowns,
Tops,
like
G Fazos. Word, talk heavy.
But I've always been an Air Force girl. Always.
All different types.
White or my favorite. I have a real tree pair. They look like the country camo.
Yeah, those are. I love those.
Those are my favorite.
I like the camo joints.
Those are my favorite.
Talk heavy. Waiting to Exhale or Soul Food?
Ooh. Soul Food.
Word.
It's more quotable.
Okay.
It's more.
I think that's so hard. You can forget about your job, mother.
Yeah, it's more quotable. Big Mama, your arm.
Big Mama, your arm. That's the one right there. Yeah. Big Mama, your arm.
That's my movie.
Man, me and my sisters in there, we was gone off that Soul Food.
ATM automatically Terry's money. Like
Terry,
say that sometimes.
Yeah,
it's more quotable.
Okay, yeah. Let's get to business. I love that. TikTok recipes or cookbooks?
I have a lot of cookbooks. When I thrift, like I find old cookbooks, but I never actually use
thrift shop.
Yeah. But when they took TikTok down, I thought I was going to have to actually use my recipes. But yeah,
that was a scam for a minute for a lot of people. And
yeah, but it has to be like TikTok, like TikTok Black people. Like them two words on the end make a difference. Because I looked at it yesterday, and I wanted to make some cube steak. I'm like, cube steak, Black people. Like I watched a couple.
You put in the keywords,
yeah. And I'm not the only person that does that because I just type in cube steak, the Black people automatically pops up because they just know
they're gonna be getting busy on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, these phones are so smart; they may know you Black. By now, yeah,
they know who it is.
Facial recognition, all that. So, Squid Games or Hunger Games?
I honestly never watched either.
Okay.
Yeah, I never.
I was a little iffy on that question.
I never got into either one of them.
I had recently just now checked out Squid Games for the first time, like a few weeks ago.
It looks interesting, but ain't it in a different language?
It's I believe it's originally recorded in a different language.
Oh, because I'm not finna read all that.
Yeah, nah. They got regular. It's in English.
Never really got into it.
But that's funny you said that because it's kind of in sync. Like the words like it's not synced.
Yeah. Correctly.
Yeah. Martin or Living Single?
Ooh.
I know you've seen them too.
Yeah. Living Single. I'm gonna say that because this morning I just finished Girlfriends and The Parkers. I just re-binged. Like I've been re-binging all the shows. So yeah. I seen Living Single pop up and I'm like, I gotta rewatch that as an adult.
Those are two definitely classics too that you said.
Yes, I love The Parkers.
Girlfriends.
I'm still in the middle of finishing Girlfriends, but I definitely finished The Parkers. And I'm kind of mad how it ended. I ain't gonna lie. Because why would you go Ogilvy?
Professor.
Like he used to do her so bad. He used to do her so bad, and I'm like, they had a wild relationship. It was toxic too. It's annoying.
Taylor Swift or Beyonce?
Beyonce, what?
All day.
No, no disrespect to Taylor, like on my Kanye, like no disrespect to Taylor because she's an artist, but like I've been a Beyonce fan since 1997. Mm-hmm. And I finally got to see her on her last tour, Renaissance. And as soon as she was like Nashville, I was crying. Yeah, because she's just
great performer, right?
She's
great music.
She's a great performer. She's a visionary. Like I really admire her work ethic because I'm the same way, like a worker bee. And she's just so creative. And Beyonce puts little hints everywhere that like you really have to either
gem dropping.
She's just amazing. Like I love Beyonce.
She's a woman first too, you know, like women empowerment. She's really big on that, right?
Yeah, women's empowerment and just like anybody that can run a full sprint while singing at the top of their lungs and can still sound amazing.
Yes,
that did so much work ethic. Like to know that her dad had her on a treadmill. Singing and running. That's
next level. That's the underlying, I'd say, element of Beyonce that, it stands out.
She's crazy. And I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she does it. She does a lot.
So who I got next? Bruno Mars or John Legend? He's getting a little petty, huh? Just a little bit.
Bruno's
great.
John Legend when he was singing to them firefighters. No, it wasn't firefighters.
What was
when he was singing to them prisoners while they were putting out the fires in LA, and I'm like, you sit here singing ordinary people to these people that
people just lost everything.
No, they were inmates. It was like they had inmates prisoners? Acting as firefighters, and like they gave them some sandwiches at the end, and John Legend was singing like, "No, I don't know."
A violation.
Like read the room, bro.
What are you doing? The vibe didn't
like the vibe ain't here. He's just singing to these people while they trying to eat and knowing they got to go back to jail right after. Like, I don't know.
Man, I didn't see that. That sounds suspect
weird.
though.
It was kind of.
That sounds a little sus.
I ain't gonna lie. I be thinking of stuff differently.
So let me ask you this: due to recent events, would you rather book a flight or drive in a vehicle?
Driving in a vehicle. I've never been on a plane. Never. Yeah, we thought about it.
That's a fun fact for Chuckie T.
Yeah, we're driving. Plus, there's certain things that I want to take with me that I need to drive to. So.
Especially now, though. And the reason why I asked that is because recently, there's been a lot of plane crashes.
The most recent, the one where that plane flipped and then people survived. That was crazy.
How did that even happen?
Like that was crazy. Like it didn't even look like they were landing at an airport. Like that was crazy.
Yo,
that was crazy.
That was unreal. I seen that.
And then the guy was on Instagram like, "Oh my god, I just made you just made it out of that plane." I would have been trying to record too because who was gonna actually believe you was on that plane if you didn't record?
He just hopped out of there.
He just hopped out of there like, "Whoa, like I feel you,
like a superhero." So 90s R&B or 2000s hip hop?
Ooh, 90s R&B.
You can't knock that, huh?
Yeah, 90s R&B.
We talking SWV, Escape,
SWV,
Brandy, Faith. Ooh,
look, Faith, Mariah
Carey.
Mariah Carey. My mom,
Mary J.
Any music that my mom used to listen to in the 90s, like I really still listen to.
It became a part of you, didn't it? Because she playing it out loud,
singing it out loud. Like Mariah Carey, one of the greatest artists ever. Like
absolutely
crazy voice, especially when she really got in her like R&B bag.
Yeah, she started making hits then.
Honey,
yes,
triple platinum.
Quadruple probably.
Triple platinum. Like
they still running it right now somewhere. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Man, Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation. Not personally because I play, just because like all the men in my life, like they've always had a PlayStation, so I don't know too much about an Xbox. So, PlayStation,
because you don't know the other side.
I had one of them little ones that I used to play Grand Theft Auto on when I was a kid.
Yeah, because there's different versions of Xboxes, right?
I think so. Yeah, I just know like there's PS5s.
Yeah, remember they had like the Super Nintendo, then that NES or something.
Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Nintendo 64, that was my jam.
That was hard.
That was my jam. Yeah.
Played everything on that.
Yeah. Mario Kart.
That's the first joy.
Me and Cameron used to stay up all night playing it, so our thumbs would just be numb.
That Mario Kart different.
But like back in the day, they had like a Mario Art. I love that. I love that because you could like actually like draw and do stuff. Yeah,
I'm sure they did.
Mario art. That was great. It feels like a dream.
Something you can be creative on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to just color, like you could color in pictures and stuff. I have to look that up.
Yeah.
I don't know too many people that actually know about the Mario art.
Nah, put me up on game.
It was fire.
Yo, so we got NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
NSYNC.
Word?
NSYNC, yes. NSYNC, like,
talk heavy.
Because I'm a Disney child kid, so I was watching the Mickey Mouse Club when like Justin and JC was like on it with Brittany and Christina. Like,
yeah, oh yeah, they were on it.
They used to be on there singing. Yeah. Like Justin's vocals crazy, but JC was very underrated in that.
So which one is I Want It That Way? Who's that? Is that Backstreet? So NSYNC, what's your favorite joint? NSYNC?
Gone. That's when I knew Justin.
Smash it.
I knew that's when Justin was going solo.
He took over that joint, didn't he?
Man, his voice on that was so crazy.
It was just overpowering.
It was so raw. Like, there's no way this is coming out of you. Like, he was in his bag.
Yeah,
definitely.
Big time.
He was. That's one of my favorite songs. Period.
Backstreet.
That's funny because I keep seeing them on this commercial.
It keep popping up now.
Yeah, I keep seeing
it was all spiritual. It had
Backstreet was all right, but like I don't know. I was like, oh my gosh, Justin and JC are in a group now, and I want to watch that.
You like rock bands like Green Day and all that?
Just Aerosmith.
Yeah.
I just listened to it. So funny. I just listened to Aerosmith. Don't want to close my eyes.
Oh,
that was one of the most beautiful songs that I've ever heard.
That'll break you down if you're not careful. Yes. Make you cry.
I almost did cry because I was like, dang, when I was a kid and I used to sing this song, I didn't really know like what they was really saying. But now when I listen to music now, I look at the lyrics. Like I want to know exactly what they were saying. I'm like, dang.
It's more deeply felt, I feel like, after you grow up. Like you grow up a little
especially
bit.
when you're in love. Yeah. Like I'm in love, so.
That's beautiful right there.
I was like, dang, I really feel I don't want to close my eyes. I'm gonna miss you when I go to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
oh, that's beautiful.
Dang. Plus his voice, especially at the end when he's like screaming, singing. Steven Tyler.
Man. Yeah, them Aerosmith joints and the Celine Dion and all that.
My favorite rock song though, for real, is Welcome to the Jungle.
That's a nice hard joint.
Man.
I love to remix something like that.
That song was crazy.
Wouldn't that be tough?
Remember on Lean On Me when it was playing?
Man.
That
break you down.
Man, that song was crazy. I like music. Like I love beats. I like music that makes me feel some type of way when I hear it.
Give you the chills. So Peacock or Tubi?
Tubi.
Yeah, talk heavy.
Tubi. I love my free ghetto movies.
Tubi is heavy on the movies, but I was on Tubi the other day. I was just cut them through. I'm like, classic. I kept going.
Yeah,
like classic. It's underrated a little bit.
I haven't watched Tubi in a while because I've been on my Netflix like rewatch of certain shows. But like Tubi, if you are a like just a black entertainer and you're in the movies or whatever, a producer or something, that's something that you need to get on because you never know like who's watching. You know,
you're right. I feel like it's a good independent avenue for like movie writers and producers.
Yeah, like I really enjoy this one girl. I think her name is Kivaya. Yeah. I'm not sure. I know she's from Detroit. Detroit does their thing on the movies for real. They take that serious.
They moving. Shout out to the D.
Yeah, shout out to the D. My stepdad's from the D.
Word. Okay.
I really like Tubi though.
Word. So Cat Williams or Mike Epps?
I love Mike. It's funny, all these questions you're asking me, like I just watched his Breakfast Club interview. Mike Epps is funny.
So you can relate.
Mike Epps is funny. Like
he is naturally.
Like
right?
I love Cat, but Mike, I like goofy people. Like Cat's like his comedy is serious. Like
I feel like now is more serious.
Like he's trying to prove a point. He's just not being like Money Mike like back in the day. Like Mike Epps is just silly. You just never know.
Yeah.
He reminds me of my brother.
You're right. I feel like if Mike Epps he pulled up on the block, he would just get out and just say some goofy stuff and we'd be crying. Yeah, just laughing. He'd come up like, let me see that ball. Let me see it. He one of them. He could say anything. I'm just
say anything and I'm gonna laugh.
You're right.
He's funny.
You're right.
Cat trying to prove a point ever since his interview.
He got that chip now. So, chess or checkers?
I don't know.
That's the last one.
Just know that it's chess and not checkers in life.
Facts. Factual.
Yeah.
That was actually a trick question. So yeah, you
Nailed
actually
it.
nailed it right on the money.
Yeah, in life it's really chess, not checkers. However, whatever that means to you, because I'm not even sure what it means. But
it means let's get the business. Yeah,
let's get the business. Period.
Yeah. So your top inspirations, it could be referring to business tactics, or it could just be in general in life. Who's somebody that inspires you?
Somebody that inspires me. I think honestly, like I said, we can go back to Beyonce. Like I'm Beyonce. I'm gonna say Beyonce inspires me, but I've already talked about her, so I'm gonna tell you like who really inspires me. Larry June.
Larry June. Word.
I listen to Larry June's music literally every single day. I could listen to his whole catalog over and over. Like he makes me want to just get some money. I love Larry, and plus like he's an independent artist.
Very independent.
He doesn't have any like companies behind him.
Yeah.
He's a single dad, full-time father, you know what I mean? He's really like, I think I started listening to him in 2019. Just numbers like.
Yes.
Love Larry.
I seen the interview where he was on $1 million worth of game, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, his music,
it's just a different,
it's smooth. It's very just
it's not talking about
teachable.
Killing people. Nah. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
like,
mature level. It's grown man music.
I'm going to water my plants, and then I'm going to take a bike ride, and then I'm going to go get some money, and then I'm going to go buy this jacket.
Yes. And
drink a smoothie.
He talking to the grown man because he knows if you really out here with the entrepreneurship, with the leveling up, with the growth, maturity, with the parenting, things all that consists of being a man, he talking to us.
Yeah.
So if you can relate to that, kind of like how Nip was doing.
My brother Quentin put me on too. Like we were just riding around one day, and he was like, "Oh man, I'm like, man, I like this." He kind of like, my dad was a big Too Short fan.
Yeah, shout out to Too Short. Yeah.
I always like the Bay Area artists. I love E40. So like when I heard Larry, I'm like, dang, like he's tough.
That's a nice independent artist area too. The Bay.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. They have it's literally like their own little world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I would love to go to the Bay. If I could get on a plane, I'm going to Cali.
It'd be a beautiful market for you and the Sugar Trap.
I'm going to Cali. Yeah, for sure.
And then you got the music too whenever you want it. It's still there in the pocket for you.
Kinda. I don't know.
If you wanted it.
Yeah, I don't know though. Like I feel like with writing, I was a good writer, but I'd have to be in the mood when it came to music.
Right.
That was my biggest struggle as a rapper is sitting here writing to this beat. Like I like when it just comes to me.
Right.
I was always better at freestyling.
So just come naturally to you.
Yeah. Because whenever I was a kid, me and Cameron used to just freestyle, and he'd be like, "What rhymes with crime? What rhymes with this?"
So you're big on the vibe.
Yeah.
And you're so passionate about the Sugar Trap, and it just works for you, and it's hard to go from that Sugar Trap.
Yeah.
It's like, why would I leave? Why would I leave what's blessing me, not stressing me?
When I had to choose between being on the Motive 2 or doing somebody's baby shower, I chose the baby shower because I felt like that's where the money was, but that's where I'm more passionate about. Like, I don't want to be in the studio all day. Right. I'll be in the trap all day. Like, cause
absolutely.
I done had days where it's just especially Valentine's Day. It might look like, oh, it's just a day, but just know it took me like 2 weeks to order everything.
And it's enjoyable for you too.
It's fun. Like,
so you watch any baking shows?
Stuff like that? On Netflix, like, Is It Cake? I love those because you're like, oh, is that really cake? Like, and you go like, oh, like, how do you make lettuce? How do you make cake look like lettuce? You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
Somebody can make a cake that look like this jar and cut it down.
So that's what the show consists of? It's
just stuff like that, like, or just the Sprite. You cut it, it's cake in the middle. Like, how do you do that? That's fire.
How do you do that?
How do you do that? Or a box of tissue. It'd just be like random objects.
I'll be watching Hell's Kitchen or is it Next Level Chef? Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, I like
sometimes
diners, drive-ins, and I used to really like the cooking channel. I never really it's kind of funny because I more so wanted to be like a rapper or a fashion designer opposed to like making jars. I tried to do the whole cake thing.
You never know how it turns out, huh?
Yeah, I tried to do the whole cake thing where, whenever I first started, I'm like, I'm going to do cakes too. But like when somebody sends you a picture of a cake, they want that cake. They want that.
So the designing aspect.
Yeah, but if somebody asks me like, hey, I'm having a baby shower, the theme is elephants. Like, that's easy.
I know what you mean.
Or, it doesn't matter what the strawberry looks like because it's nice. You know what I mean? Like, I make it look like.
So there really aren't any big challenges as far as the sugar trap because this is your world. So you're really comfortable in how you're distributing.
Yeah. Yeah. I like where I'm at. I like I said, I like the chase. I like that they're not always available. Sometimes I have my days where I just, I'm like, I'm not feeling it because I feel like when I'm not making jars and I do take my breaks when I'm not like sugar trapping, I feel so like sad and depressed and I feel like something's missing, but it's like literally because I'm not putting all my love into these jars.
So it's not necessarily an obstacle. Okay.
No, going to the store and getting stuff. That's like my biggest obstacle.
Oh, yeah.
Because when people see me, they'll be like, what you making? What you making? It's always a random person. I'm like, ooh, I'm going with you because I got to spend $100 on cream cheese. And then I bought all the strawberries for people. I was like, where are you going? I'm following you. Or you got some jars?
Yeah.
I be wanting people to stop asking me that.
They're wearing you out about this sugar trap.
Me and my man went out to eat not too long ago and my waiter, she was like, girl, you ain't bring no jars. Like,
you on vacation?
I just want to eat. I just want to eat.
Look, you in the Dominican Republic. Somebody run up on you. Hey, Chuck, you got some jars?
I did have for real. That's happened before. Like I visited, I think Mississippi. Some
farmer come up. Hey,
was like, hey man, oh my God, you in Pascagoula? You got a jar? Like, no, I wasn't thinking to bring them here.
That's insane.
I didn't think nobody would know who I was.
Yeah, you global with this though.
It's cool. People was flying in or coming.
You have that cohesiveness about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cool. I'm cool. I'll be chilling.
So, do you miss the older music era compared to the new?
I do. I miss when people had artist development, and I'm gonna use Glorilla as an example.
Okay. Talk heavy.
When Gotti got her, like he really took her and kept her in the studio, kept her in a booth. Like she didn't just come out, have a hot single, and then just immediately drop an album. No, it was a mixtape, then it was an EP, then it was another mixtape, and then it was singles. And she was really trying to find her lane. And then like as soon as her album dropped, it was what we had been waiting for those 2 years because it was right. She didn't just try to take it and go off what the internet was saying. Like she really took her time,
That development and that took time to polish her style.
Because you have people like Cardi B. She was working super hard, and then she had her Bodak Yellow. She took off, and it's like she could never really. When her album dropped, it was so hard that she never really found her way back to that.
Right. Or even close to it.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody really took her and took the time to develop who she was as an artist.
That's a solid point.
They just threw her out there.
They used to be big on artist development.
Yeah. Back in the day, now it's everybody wants instant gratification. They think the millions of views is money, but it's like, no, people are getting paid super less just to post stuff. Like
they don't think about the longevity as much. But I feel like I guess it's tougher for them when they see someone blow up overnight, but it usually doesn't last.
Yeah, like Glorilla, like she blew up overnight, but her smartest thing she did was sign with Gotti, who was somebody from where she was from, and he knew what to do to get her to where she needed to be at.
And I think he actually cared.
Same thing,
because the business ain't really gonna care about you. She signed with somebody else. They may have just been like, "Yo, let's throw this out here and get the revenue." And not even care about development.
Like it's just like the City Girls. Yeah. When they got signed, they were good. They were popping. The single just popped, but there was really no way that you could develop them as artists because one of them went to prison and the other one got pregnant. And like you see where they are now, they're not even a group anymore because they didn't just sit down and take that time to develop who they were as artists. And plus, Glorilla was making music before. City girls wasn't really rappers.
Right.
Cardi B, like, yeah, she just wanted to get out the strip club.
Yeah, they're just pop outs. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and people like Cash Doll too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she took her time.
Absolutely.
You know, people just now trying to figure out who she is, but she's still selling out her little arena show. I said little. I'm taking it back. Selling out her like accountability people.
Nah, I feel you.
You know.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
She's selling out these shows.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still doing her thing, like, right. But she's taking her time to develop. People don't want to put in the work and get them 10,000 hours in. Yeah. And I was just watching Gilly and Wallow with Larry and to Change the Alchemist. They were just talking about this. People just want that. You want to pop. You want to pop. I remember when I first started, like, I didn't want to pop. I just wanted to get some money. Mm-hmm. Now I know that money's going to come.
You understand the value and the longevity of things.
Yeah, like people need to understand that you have to work towards something. It just does not happen overnight. Like, yes, you see a lot
of people will never grasp that aspect of it, that it doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, the world is not really designed for that, actually. You know what I mean? You have to.
The universe will speak for you. If you feel like you're going to pop out and do that, it'll talk to you real heavy.
Me being a sugar trapper, it works for me because it's me. I came up with it.
Yes.
I didn't come up with the sugar trap name. Because I heard that in a Rico Nasty song.
Is that where you got inspired by it?
Yeah, I was like, okay. You know, she just said sugar trap. And I looked it up, and sugar trap is like hard female rappers over like poppy beats. But if you think about it, like that kind of works for me. But
you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song.
It's sugar trap, but I'm a sugar trapper. Like, I'm literally dealing the number one legal addictive substance, which is sugar. Yeah, that's why people be hooked.
Hey, we stuck in the sugar trap.
Period.
Man, let's get the business. Do you got a favorite sports team?
I'm going to go with the Eagles because my man is an Eagles
fan. Eagle, fly. He's a happy camper at home now.
I got to take him to one of their games. They played the Bengals. So we went to it was my second NFL game, but I got to take him, so I'm kind of glad.
That's dope. That's hard.
I really like Jalen. Like Jalen.
Talk heavy.
Yeah. I like Jalen. I just like Green Bay because I was from Wisconsin. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But like, as far as sports, like,
I remember Cam used to go with the cheese heads and stuff like that. I remember that.
It's kind of funny because our whole entire family are Bears fans.
Packers. Yeah. Bears?
Yeah, whole family Bears fans. But like,
the Bears.
I just like the colors, the cheese for real. I don't really know any of the players.
So the way you showcase some of these marvelous treats for the people, I love how you just market yourself. It's a fantastic service. I can go on and on about this, but the presentation is beautiful. Big ups to you for just being a solid, genuine person, which transformed you into an awesome businesswoman and just opens the market up for you tremendously because of the type of person you are, added on with the great service. So.
Thank you.
Nice.
Pat myself on the back because I am that girl.
Man, talk heavy.
I feel like people like y'all don't need really be. You only get one life.
Yo.
And in this life, nobody's gonna be able to tell me that I'm not that girl because I've done stuff and done things that I've never thought I was gonna be able to see or do just from putting cake in a jar. And I built that. Can't nobody say they did anything. Nothing. Like, that was God's gift. God did that. He gave me this.
And it's original. That's why it holds such a tremendous amount of significance because it is you. And it just glows in a natural way that nobody else is going to be able to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I built that from scratch.
You ever thought about opening up a location of establishment to the public?
I do sometimes. But I don't think that I'd be able to. I don't know how I would be able to do that as far as me, the person I am, because I don't like when I always have to do it.
Yeah, and it's the upkeep, right?
Like overhead, and then people always want to kind of bash Black businesses for not being on time, or like customer service. Yeah, I'm really good at what I do, but like as far as opening the shop, if I had it, it wouldn't be like a everyday type of thing. I secretly had one for a couple years that nobody knew about.
Word. I did not have the knowledge.
I secretly had one, but it was like where I would go to, do my work and be in my own little space, and I can close and leave when I wanted to. It wasn't like you could come pick up, but I'll meet you in the parking lot.
Right.
You just think you were just meeting me in the parking lot, not at an actual location.
Because the flavors are still popping.
Yeah, I just needed the extra refrigerator room. And,
there you go.
Yeah,
you need the space.
I had 3 refrigerators in there. Like, yeah, we was moving and they stayed full.
Beautiful. It's brilliant. I like the space you're in. I like the out the trunk. Here you go with it. Yeah. I like that on the fly.
That's how Larry June started with his CDs and his merch out of his trunk. And
highly inspirational.
Even if, like, you know, I've had times where I was able to put, you know, my jars in people's businesses. People want to meet me.
Yes, like I said, that personality.
I'd be like, hey, there, you know, you can go pick them up here. Like, no, let me know when you have it. Like, oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I'm real big on frequencies and energies, and you know what I mean. It's just it works. Yeah, whenever they can have that real that face to face connection with you.
Yeah.
And they understand, like, okay, that makes them more comfortable when they get that good energy coming off of you,
like hand to hand.
Yeah,
it's right here. Like,
it's so genuine.
Yeah. I'm giving you me in this jar. Like, I had a bad day and I took it out on the cheesecake.
The passion's in the cake.
Yeah, you could taste it. There's love in the jar.
Yeah, there's love in the jar. I love that. I need a shirt.
I have it tattooed on me.
Right there. Yeah. Oh, you got a tat? Word.
Yeah, I have it tattooed on me.
That's tough right there. Yeah.
Ball Mason, sponsor me.
That's hard.
We done gone triple platinum.
Man, let's get the sponsors rolling.
Yeah,
let's
real.
Get the business.
I would love for Ball Mason to send me jars every month.
Man.
Because I'll be running out of room.
Speak it into existence.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could bake for anyone alive or transcended, who would it be and why? If you could whip up any of your treats for this individual.
Willy Wonka. You said dead or alive?
Super hard, yeah.
Willy Wonka.
That's hard.
Yeah, that's my like fairy goddad.
I'm intrigued by that answer.
My fairy godmother, because I remember being a little kid and I would watch Willy Wonka over and over and over. I thought that was so cool. And not to mention, I do have an Oompa Loompa tattooed on me too.
That is tough.
But you know, like originally in the book, Oompa Loompas were like pygmies, I think, but they were black.
I did notice that their skin was a little darker.
They were in the book. They were meant to be black people, and they were leaving their country. They fled it, and they started working for Willy Wonka because they wanted a better life. So deep down inside, I'm really like a Oompa Loompa trying to figure out my way to a better spot. And the chocolate factory is where magic happens.
So it ran parallel.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
I love that.
Everything is well calculated. Everything has to make sense in my brain. But like,
absolutely,
Willy Wonka, like here,
the reference is there. Mm-hmm. It's like, that's brilliant.
And Gene Simmons, not Johnny Depp.
Word. Okay,
not the
other version.
Yeah, I could never get into that because
the different joint.
Yeah. I just remember like them licking the walls, and then they would turn into fruit. Like, I thought that was so.
That's cool. Funny you said that. I never seen the Johnny Depp joint. I've always stuck with the original.
It's weird. And there's another one that just recently came out.
Sometimes you know how they do it. They try to come out with too many versions of something and then ruin it.
Like, the classic is the classic. Like,
could you imagine if they set it off 3 or something? They would ruin it. It would be different actresses. They wouldn't have Queen Latifah in there.
They ruined everything.
Yeah.
Y'all, the internet ruins everything.
They did, man. It's undefeated.
The internet ruins everything. But it's also the funniest place in the world.
Yes. I will say that. Them reels, sometimes I get to going on the reels like, yo, this is hilarious.
You'll be stuck.
Yeah.
You'll be stuck.
So discipline or motivation, which one do you feel like is more important to your everyday routine and how you get busy and articulate your day?
Discipline. For sure, because when you're an entrepreneur, everybody thinks that you can just do what you want to. But I have to wake myself up at 4:00 in the morning to get up and dip some strawberries to be done at 3. Mm-hmm. You have to have discipline. You have to know when you go to the store what you're doing. Sometimes I can't spend the whole day scrolling when I need to use my hands to make these treats.
Absolutely.
So discipline for sure.
Love that.
Anybody can be motivated.
Yes. You can be motivated and do nothing.
You could be motivated to do absolutely nothing. Exactly.
What some people do.
Discipline, when you have discipline, it's just, I don't know.
It's a different gear kicks in,
because
right?
sometimes, like I said, I work a real job, so sometimes I'll be tired, but I know I have to get up at 4:00 in the morning to get up and go wash these strawberries, dry them, dip them, box them up, put the sticker on the box, take them an hour to Louisville, or wherever whoever it's for. And I really like I really like that too for me, because it's like I don't get to spend my Saturdays just doing nothing. I'm always boom, by 10 o'clock I'm finished.
Well, I'm here to tell you I highly appreciate it.
Thank you.
And yes, I love that answer. That discipline got to kick in on the different days, you know, it's like
sometimes you don't want to do it, but if you're the one running the business, somebody has to do it. It's not like we out here paying people.
That level of independence.
You know what I mean? You have to have discipline for sure, or you're just not going to get anywhere in life.
Absolutely. So
life.
Yeah, life in general, right?
Life in general. It doesn't matter if you just
strap the boots up.
You have to discipline yourself to know I need to go to sleep because I got to get up and go to work in the morning. You can't sit up and watch TV all night. You have to. You have to get up.
Yes.
Discipline.
Absolutely. It's so militant, right?
Yeah, and also like my dad was in a wheelchair for a very long time, probably about like 19 years. And I used to always think like, if my dad can't get up, I got to. So that was
that's how I can figure things too.
That was my, motivation. That was my motivation.
That's weird you said that. Like certain people that passed away, look.
Yeah.
They don't even have the opportunity.
They don't have the opportunity.
Then I see somebody playing basketball with one arm.
I seen a guy, and I think in Louisville playing basketball, and he didn't have no legs or nothing.
Right.
Like,
so when you put
what is your excuse?
Yes. When you measure that, there's really no excuse. So, you know, I'm glad that you're grateful. It's beautiful. And you got the sugar trap going. The trap is bulking.
At all times.
Yes. So how you feel about artificial intelligence?
Man.
It's a big question.
On one end, it's good.
Uh-huh.
But on the other end, like I said, the internet ruins everything. Like, some older people don't know that that's AI. There's some people are like, I can't believe y'all can't differentiate if this is real or not. Like,
so there's no moderation to it.
There's no moderation. Like, you know that bird doesn't exist. Why are you showing me this bird? Like,
I'll tell you people are in this matrix though. Like, they're posting the AI pics. They're posting them.
Yeah, filters ruin the world. Filters.
Isn't it crazy there was filters before AI?
I just seen an AI video of what it would be like to be a slave.
Wow. I bet that was graphic. So something to witness. Like,
I'm like, what?
It's crazy.
Why do we need to see this? We already have a billion
AI version.
Yeah, it was like waking up in the morning, going like had them in. I'm like, what are you doing? This is what we're using it for. If we're using AI to save lives, cool. But if we're using it for that, like, there's
like, where are we going with this?
Like, what did you need to do that for? There's so many movies. Roots, go watch it. Like,
right. We already seen all that.
Yeah, AI is getting out of hand.
It's getting out of control.
But they haven't figured out how to do the hands. So normally, like, Buddy got 7 fingers. How you ain't know this is real? I just seen an AI picture of Tupac, like, and people like, Tupac back. I told y'all, like,
yeah, they starting that up again.
Y'all really sharing this, like,
that's Machiavelli right there.
He told y'all. He didn't tell us nothing.
It's insane, bro.
Yeah.
So people's perceptions are starting to kind of become off balance. Do you believe
the lines are not blurred anymore?
Yeah, right.
Like, you can. I don't know. I don't even want to get.
This next level for sure for Sugar Dig. So you got some shout outs you want to give to the people?
Shout out to me for being the awesome International Women's Day. That's cool that you're doing this.
Absolutely.
It's International Women's Month Day or whatever.
I noticed that.
Shout out to me for being who I am and never letting anybody tell me different. Shout out to y'all, the supporters, the people that truly support me, man. It's people that I've never met that follow me, have been following me for years, that go out of their way to send me money, send me stuff from my Amazon wish list. Like, shout out to my mom for holding it down, being a single mother of 3.
Absolutely.
Shout out to my daddy in heaven. Shout out to my man for being the awesome guy, because he's kind of my assistant in this thing here. You know, I might need him to pick up some lemon juice from the store for me.
He got you, don't he? Yeah.
Shout out to my brothers, Quentin and Cameron, just for always, like, treating me with the utmost respect and just always seeing me for who I was and helping me get to be who I was. Because, like I said, I was a really shy kid growing up. And Shout out to you for having me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate, your time. And
yes,
I know a lot of people always ask me to be on their podcast, but it's never really a lot of motion behind it. It's like, oh, you want to be on my podcast?
Oh, they just talking? We're making it happen. Here we get the business.
I never hear from them, but like, I really have a real interesting story, and we didn't really get into like the half, but I just really appreciate the love and support that I get from people. So it's good. It feels really good to be recognized. So thank you.
No doubt. No doubt. That's what I'm here for, to show you that love, that we and give you those flowers and all that, because you deserve it. And you're highly appreciated around here.
I do appreciate it. It keeps me going, and also like lets other people know that like it doesn't matter where you're from. If you never leave, you can still make something of yourself.
Yes.
While you're there. Like,
you're a walking testament of that.
Yeah.
You keep shining like a light bulb and continue to do what you do. You providing a brilliant service. I'm gonna have to get some more jars from you.
Sure.
I'm gonna buy her out. You got any more jars underneath the car seat or anything?
I'll buy it. You
grab them real fast.
Roll around. I'm about to get me a portable refrigerator.
Yeah, we need that. In my truck. Hey, yo, the trap is bunking, but shout out to everybody. Shout out to Chuck T, man, and Chuckie Jarz. Get your Chuckie Jarz.
Chuckie Jarz.
Get your situation right.
Get them all.
Yes.
Until they're gone, because you never know. I'll be in my mood. Sometimes I want to do it. Sometimes I don't.
And try the trap salad out. Yes.
Yes.
It's going to shake your soul up. I guarantee it.
Yes. If you're follow me on Facebook.
Don't forget that. So you got the website Facebook. Still crack-a-lacking, right?
Yes, I'm in the middle of switching over my website to a new one. Follow me on Facebook, Devin Hale. Instagram is __ Chuckie Jarz. Got the Facebook page,
there you
Chuckie
go.
Jarz and Treats. And yeah, we finna take it up. Plus, I'm finna go on tour. So if you're in Bowling Green, Lexington, Louisville, Bardstown, we'll be coming your way soon.
The Kentucky tour.
Out the trunk. Shout out to
Master P style.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Sully with Doe Life. Like I love when he pull up. I love when he pull up in the U-Haul.
I rock with Doe.
He got a whole U-Haul full of clothes. Like
man, he's highly inspirational.
He is. I love him as a person, and like Trap Till fame.
Dope is cool, man. Doe's cool, man. I met him years ago.
Yeah,
years ago
awesome.
in my partner's studio.
So what we doing out the trunk this year?
Man, out the trunk.
Summertime. I'm gonna pull up to your city soon.
Hey, Trap community, this is where we unite. You know what I mean?
For real, shout out to all the trappers. God's still blessing all the trappers. Thankful.
There you go.
So thankful. Sugar Trap, you feel me?
That's it.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for that new website.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And make sure y'all follow him. I love what you're doing. I love that it's just not artists. Like it's everybody. I see you just had a lady like that does real estate.
Absolutely.
I love that.
I had my last interview. Yeah, it was Rachel Brantingham.
Yeah, keep expanding. Keep just talking to people, getting out in the community, because this is how.
Yes.
This is how it works.
Yes, the networking.
I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna come follow me or find me for these just because of being here. Same with you. You know.
Absolutely.
What
I mean? Absolutely. So until next time, we rocking like that. Chuckie Jarz.
Yes, sir.
I need that strawberry again. I ate all my strawberry. Yo, let's get the business.
Yo, let's get the business.